Okay, hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the book Learning First, Technology Second, The Educator's Guide to Designing Authentic Lessons. So just a little bit about the author. Her name is Liz Kolb. She is a clinical associate professor at the University of Michigan in the School of Education. She teaches teachers how to use technology better in classrooms, how to make sure that technology enhances their education and isn't kind of trampling or replacing it, and it is being used for good use. I actually did a little bit more research on her outside of the book, and it kind of talked about how when PowerPoint first came out, she integrated it into her classroom. And in the first week that she brought it in, the kids, they were alive and awake and ready to participate, and she was so excited that she turned every lesson in that unit into a PowerPoint presentation. And by the end of the 2 weeks, when the unit was over, she didn't really see a change in her students' grades. They were all sleeping on their desks again. So she kind of took that into consideration when using technology and thought, hey, maybe it is the way that I'm using the technology. Maybe maybe they're more interested in the technology rather than the information that's on what I'm presenting with technology. So she came up with the Triple E framework. Her main point is teaching how we can use research-informed strategies when integrating technology into classrooms. So her Triple E framework consists of 3 E's. The extended learning. Does technology create opportunities for students to learn outside of their typical school day? Does the technology create a bridge between school and learning and everyday life? And does technology allow students to build skills that they can use in their everyday life? Enhanced learning. Does technology tools aid in developing or demonstrating more sophisticated understanding of the content? Does the technology create scaffolds to make it easier to understand the concepts or ideas? And does the technology create paths for students to demonstrate their understandings of the learning goals in that way that could not do with traditional tools? And engaging learning. Does the technology allow students to focus on the task of the assignment or activity with less distraction? Does technology motivate the students to start learning processes? And does technology cause a shift in the behavior of the students, where they move from passive to active social learners? So in this portion, she talked a lot about integrating technology into learning rather than replacing it. So she stated that education is very social. So why would we put a student in a corner with a piece of technology like a computer or a phone when we know that the social aspect is a large part? So she kind of explained how she would have a student do something on the computer, make a video, make a prezi, make a PowerPoint, but also take a break and be social with other students and explain to other students and have a chance to bounce ideas back and forth off of each other. These are the 3 frames that she uses. The TPACK is more of it's the better one, she kind of said, and the SAMR and the TIM, they are good, but she kind of uses pieces from them to integrate into her education. So the technological pedagogical content knowledge is the TPACK. So it kind of just, as you can see, it's this one right here in the corner, talks about merging the technological knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and content knowledge into one frame and kind of making all of them go together. So knowledge of how to use a computer, and then knowing what you're learning about, and all of that, just putting all of that into one, and that makes, you know, the perfect format. The SAMR is substitution. Technology acts as a redirect substitute with no functional change, which is what we do not want. Augmentation. Technology acts as a direct substitute with a functional improvement. Modification. Technology allows for significant task redesign and redefinition. Technology allows for the creation of new tasks previously inconceivable. And then the TIM one over here is student needs, curriculum demands, and available technology. So what technologies are available to me? What are their affordances and limitations? And how do these technologies relate to the others that we've used? Curriculum demands. Is this new concept for my students? What standards apply and what curriculum applies? What helps my students learn? How can I individualize instruction? And is this new technology for my students? So the analysis of this book, overall, it is an amazing book to read, especially for those that are teachers and those that plan on becoming teachers. It just shows you how to and not to incorporate technology into your students' education, and really how to make it to the way that it will impact them in a positive manner, rather than them just being wooed by a PowerPoint and not learning anything, and kind of make them both enjoy the technology and learn from it. In conclusion, this was an amazing book. It explains the Triple E framework in a manner that makes it easy for everyone to understand. It is very easy to memorize, and it is something that most teachers should use. And it also emphasizes the importance of making sure that children's education is being enhanced by technology and not replaced or altered in any negative way. So yeah, and that is it for my presentation. Thank you so much for watching.